Hi friends, this is Angelica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing my first Christmas ornament video of the year, and we're going to be playing with alcohol ink. These are the supplies that I'll be using throughout the video. I have these little round cotton pads that I get at Costco. I'll be using the non-textured side, and I'll be adding isopropyl alcohol to the pads with alcohol ink. I do use 99% alcohol, and I buy my bottles off of Amazon. I'm also going to need help moving the alcohol ink and rubbing alcohol around, so I'll be using this air blower, and I also have my small travel blow dryer that I'll be using on low. And of course I have my rainbow of Ranger alcohol inks, and I have a ceramic ornament from Hobby Lobby. I'm also going to be wearing latex gloves through most of the video, and I have my work area protected with silicone mats, one designated just for alcohol ink. Now I'm going to jump into the project, and I'm going to quickly walk you through what I'm doing. I did spray the ornament with the isopropyl alcohol first, and now I'm going to just add drops of the alcohol ink onto the ornament and just kind of work that ink around to where it's going to cover all of the white. So this is going to take a couple layers to do. Now I'm going to use the pad to add alcohol ink to the ornaments. The first thing I did was soak that pad with alcohol, and now I'm just going to add a rainbow of colors that I've already used on the ornament. I'm going to fill that pad up, and then I'm going to spray it a little bit more with alcohol. I want this pad to be really wet because alcohol ink gets sticky when it starts to dry. And if the pad isn't wet, when you pull the pad away from the ornament, the fibers will get stuck in the sticky alcohol ink. So I just make sure my pad is super wet with alcohol, and then I just start dabbing that pad into the ornament, and the alcohol inks are all going to dance together and just do really pretty things on the ornament. Now I'm going to do a second ornament on screen, and this time I'm going to be using Copic ink. So I pulled some colors from the BG family, and I'm just going to do the same steps. I just wanted to show you can also do this with alcohol or with Copic marker refill ink. Once the ornaments were fully dried, I did seal them with Krylon Archival Sealer. I found this in the Fine Arts department at Hobby Lobby, and I did 2 soft coats of that sealant, and it takes about 2 hours for it to fully dry. And then I also used this hammered copper to spray paint the toppers for the ornaments. Now that the seal is dry, I do want to add some gold to the ornaments. So I'm going to dab the slightest amount of Mod Podge onto the ornaments with a small brush. Now I'm going to take a small amount of the gold foil paper and push that into the Mod Podge. The Mod Podge is not fully dry, so I am going to gently rub that foil with my finger. I don't want there to be a big blob of gold on the ball, so I'm okay that the Mod Podge is a little wet still. So I'm just gently using my finger to brush the foil into the ornament. I did decide to do one last step before adding a varnish to the ornaments. I am using rub and buff here and a stencil brush. I am going to just take the smallest amount of the rub and buff and blend that onto the ornament. And I'm going to start from the bottom and move up. And I like to start on the bottom just in case I have a little too much rub and buff on my brush. It's hidden because it's on the bottom of the ornament. But doing this is just going to give the ornament a really nice golden sheen to it. I mean, the brush has barely any color on it, so it's not really changing the color of the ornaments. It's just giving it a nice gold shine to it. Now I'm going to give the ornaments a layer of Liquitex high gloss varnish. I did let the ornaments sit overnight to make sure everything was dry, and then the last thing I have to do is just pop those caps back on, and that's going to finish these ornaments. And I absolutely love how they turn out. They are so stunning in person. My camera just does them no justice, and they just look so beautiful on the Christmas tree. You can also use alcohol inks on white glass ornaments like I have done here. All I did was add the alcohol ink, let the ink dry, sprayed it with the sealer, and then once the sealer was dry, I added a coat of varnish, which really brightens up the ornaments. That is going to finish this video. I would love to hear from you. Is this a project you see yourself doing? Is there a color that you really liked? I would love to know. They are so stunning in person. They have a beautiful elegance to them, and I just cannot wait to gift them to my loved ones. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe before you leave. I will be making more videos like this in the near future. Christmas is my favorite time to be crafting, and I have a few ideas I'd like to share. That is all that I have for today. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care, friends.